So Tim Corbin is obviously the face of Vandy baseball, but right there with him is his wife, Maggie. In the couple's 17 seasons with the program, Maggie's role has evolved into a surrogate mother for every guy on the team. It's something important to the players' actual moms, who, as the Vandy roster will show you, well, are just spread out across the country.
Did he not know it was 4 balls? I think they feel better that there's a wise old lady kind of watching over everything.
That's a picture that doesn't do justice to exactly what Maggie Corbin means to the program.
Yes! Good job, Kumar!
She's at every game. She's at every practice. She's there when any of these 18 to 22-year-old young men need her.
She knows all of our birthdays. She writes us handwritten notes every birthday. She can tell when we're down. She knows. She is there for everything.
Everything for the past 17 years.
I know, there was a lot going on there.
Maggie thinks the count is up to around 300 boys, who she learned to treat like sons once the youngest of her 2 actual daughters grew old enough to be on her own.
All of a sudden, I was like a true empty nester, and I started coming around more and more. I've always been involved, but then it just took on a life of its own.
And now the team's life is her life, and Tim's life. Partners in helping to raise generations of Vandy men.
If we have to go to the hospital, we do it together. If we have to see them, we do it together. If we go recruiting, we do it together. I mean, I just think that that's my teammate.
The hospital visits are some of the best stories, like earlier this year when freshman Dominic Keegan from Massachusetts needed oral surgery. Guess who took care of everything?
Maggie was all over it, like right away. She set an appointment for me. She picked me up, took me there. Came in with me into the room. Even the doctor was like, "Oh, is this your mom, your aunt?" No, it's my coach's wife.
At one point, there was a doctor at Vanderbilt that thought my name was Mrs. Alvarez because I was with Pedro at a couple of his surgeries, and he kept seeing me with other boys, and he was like, "Wow, Miss Alvarez, you're so nice to come with the boys."
And there's a story from, I think, when they were playing at Ole Miss. Forgot who the player was. He wore like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to the face, like broken jaw, broken face, all this. She drove him immediately from Oxford to Nashville to get him to a surgeon.
That was Alex Feinberg. Lance Lynn was the pitcher. He hit him in the jaw with a fastball. His teeth were sticking through his bottom part of his lip, and he had broken his jaw. Maggie got him right away, took him in the truck, and took him all the way back to Nashville and picked out the plate that they were going to put in his jaw and acted as the parent.
For Maggie, the hardest part is when the season ends and some of her kids leave. But the investment she and Tim have made in their lives, well, they get back tenfold.
These are the paychecks for us, is just watching them grow, and whether they pitch in the World Series like David Price or they become a lawyer or whatever they do, we don't care. It's just, it's fun to have a big, diverse family that you love and you stay in touch with.
Sounds like a mom, doesn't she? Happiest Mother's Day to Maggie, who spent the afternoon at where else? On the diamond with her boys. Joe.